Hi, this is TDDD27 screencast. I'm Jennifer and I have a partner called Ruosi. And our application is called EatAnywhere. This web application is to let people order their food and deliver it to their home. Our applications there are two user profiles. One is customer and another one is restaurants. For customer, like I said, they can place their orders to order the food. And after that, they can check the order status in this website. For restaurants, they can edit their menu and receive the orders from the customers. They can update all the status so as to let the customers be informed about the order. In this project, we use AngularJS for the front end, and for the back end, we use Python and Django as a server side, and we also have a PostgreSQL to store our data. Now, let us show you our demonstrations.
I'm going to show the demonstration of our website. Here's our website, and before we log in, we can only search the restaurants. So first I will show how to search a restaurant. We have several categories of different kinds of restaurant. First, we are like if you want to eat some fast food, you can click on it, and then you can see some fast food restaurant and like Asian food restaurants and Western food. But also you can search it by name, like if you want to get pizza, you can see the Pizza House. And also you can search by the location. If you want the restaurants in red, then you can see these restaurants are in red. Also, you can search by the price range. If you want to eat some more expensive food, you can see different kinds of food. So, we are going to log in and see there are two profiles. One is for the customer to log in. One is to for the restaurant to log in. First, I'm going to show you how to register a new restaurant. So we are going to type in some information. First, the email as your restaurant's ID. You choose the different categories. I choose as a dessert, and the price is like 0 to 50. We can go submit. Then we can see we are logging as the new restaurant. Then we have to edit the shop's telephone. And the address of your shop. Have to save. So we can see the record is saved. And you can also change the password. I also changed the different category. Now we can start to edit our menu. We can add new menu like and this price is 25. Can also add some more. You can also add the menu that we want to going to delete that. If you so we can save, then we can see our menus. Now we can go back to search page and find our restaurant here. We can see its detail and its menu we just put in. Then we can start to order our food. But order food we have to log in as a customer. So we have to log out first and then log in. You can if you have a Facebook or Google account, you can log in directly. Otherwise, you can also register a new account like the restaurant. So here we are going to log in with the Facebook. Now we are logging. And we can go back to the shop we just set up. Start to order our food. Here we come to the food cart. Let's start to add food by pressing this button, and we want like 2 bubble milk tea and save. Then we can add more. Maybe we can, if you try to delete the quantity, it will show 0. Also, you can save. Then if you don't want this one, you can also delete that. Now you have to put in your name and your telephone address. If you don't want to put in, you also show some error or incorrect format. And your address. Also, you can put some note in here. Then we can go to the next page to see if your order is correct. Then we can go to the confirm, and we will come to the order confirmation page. It will show all the order you have, So we can see this one is our order just set up. You can see the order detail here, and you can see the status is now confirming because we have to let the restaurant to decide if they are going to get your order. So we can log out and log in as the restaurant again. Now we can see here is the first order. And we can see status is confirming, and now I'm going to prepare for food. So you will change the status to preparing. And we will go back to the customer again. Now it's preparing. So we can wait the food to be delivered. That's all for this demonstration.
After the demonstrations, I'm going to talk about our codings and what kind of challenges we encountered, and finally how do we resolve that problems. First of all, in our project there's 3 directories. This one is the main project directory, and in this directory we have a settings.py and urls.py. This is for the whole project configurations. This is our application directory. In this directory we only store our server-side codings here. For static files, we have all the HTML, JavaScript, CSS, and images in this folder. In our website, we have several controllers used in the whole applications, and we chose to write a single-page application. So we have used several templates, and each template will attach to each of the controllers. And we have the main controllers, which is several controllers under this main controller. The first challenge we encounter is we don't know how to change the web page display wheel. For example, we have 3 tabs here, and when I click search, we default it to show the home page. When I click order confirmation, it changed to the order status page, and the profile will change to the profile page. And since we chose to write a single page applications, we don't want to click any of the link and open to a new window or direct it to a separate HTML files. So we found solutions online which is commonly used is Angular routing. In our JavaScript files, we have Angular routing configurations here, and we separate the wheel by our tab, which is there's 3 tabs: search page, order page, and profile page. So we have 3 routings here. And in the routing configurations, we have the path of the HTML template files and the controller name. And after we configure the Angular routing here, we have one more, which is the main HTML files to hold everything, and also the default home page. The index file will contain the headings and the 3 tab buttons and everything for the home page. In order to change the display wheel and locate which area we want to change, we will add a ng wheel tab here. So whenever we change the URL, for example order, it will direct to order HTML files and insert the HTML elements within these divisions. And in this way, we can change the display wheel and direct to the HTML files we want. Since it also can apply it to external HTML file, which is we are using it. And there's another problems about to change display wheel, which is within the individual HTML templates files. We still have more than one display wheel. For example, for search, we have the result page and the detail page. And one more technique we use is the ng switch. We define a global variables which is called display wheel. And when this variables equal to, for example, search show result, it will display only this part of the HTML code. After we change these variables to show details, it will show this part of the HTML elements to control the display wheel within the same HTML files. And we also use that to determine which contents for restaurants or customers. And the second problem we encounter is the login issue. Since we choose the third-party login, but we check in the Facebook official websites that they does not support AngularJS. So even though when we followed the instructions in the Facebook developer guidelines, it still can't get the user email or token. So we find an API online which is called Angular Social Login, and we The only things we need to do is add a link, or we download the JavaScript file here. This is the social login JS file. This is the only thing we only need to download this JavaScript file and directly to this file. And in our JavaScript file, we insert this module and configure the Facebook and Google key here. After that, it's almost complete the whole process to log in by the third-party account. And in our login controller, we use its built-in method, which is on when we click the button to initiate the third-party sign-in. And in this method, it will return a user details object. In this object, we can easily get the email and token. So after we got these two informations, we can continue our work to log in the user. And this is how we solve the third-party login finally. And the third problems we encounter is also related to the login page. Since login page, we design it to exclude from the Angular routing. Because in the login page, there's too many contents and we want to direct the user to log in a separate window. For these reasons, the login controller cannot interact with other controllers directly, even the main controller. But some of the methods we want to share the methods in login controller with the others controller. So we create a factory, which is kind of service here. So for example, we want to share the check mandatory field methods in login controller, and I want to call these methods in profile controller, but I cannot directly use scope.check mandatory field. I can make use of this service where I call this method through this service. So the method must be put into the service, and when I call this method, I will pass the service into this controller and service.check mandatory field to use this service. And it is simple way to resolve this problem, and it's only exceptions for the login page. For other controllers, they can share since they're under the main controller, so they can communicate with each other. And the last problem we encounter is about the HTTP requests. In some of our functions, we may need 2 HTTP requests. And this is one of the examples. If we write 2 requests separately, we can't control which post request to be complete first or follow with another request, because we need to confirm the order before we refresh the order status or to extract all the orders in the order status page. So the solution is we use queue modules, which is one of the AngularJS modules. And using these modules, we can design the sequence of the executions of post or get requests. So we choose to first we complete the confirmed order request and follow with the refreshed order request. And this is no difference with the post or get request. It's only the method call, which is queue instead of get or post request. And this is the same way to get the results from the response. We use the data from the response. And these four problems mainly we encounter in this project, and we successfully resolve all of them. And that's all for our screencast. Thank you.